It has to be one of these three. You're solving a problem, it's convenient, or it's a tool that people can use for something else that they're doing. If you see that their business is flourishing in this niche that you just picked, you study them. You look at their reviews just so you can know what your customer is looking for. Be honest. Would you really buy this product if you was just a customer and you seen your product on Etsy? Would you buy it? Because if you really want sales and you really want people to buy your stuff, you have to make it to where it looks like somebody wants to buy it. You can't put out half-done stuff and thinking people is going to buy it. They're not going to buy it. Make it reasonable to where it's not too low, to where you lowballing yourself, and it's not too high to where nobody wants to even think about buying your stuff. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This takes time, this takes effort, and this takes hard work and consistency.
I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Period, y'all. Welcome back. You already know what it is, though. Yeah, boy. We back with another vid. You already know what it is. Yeah, we doing it up. I'll be so awkward now because it's like I don't even know how to be on camera anymore. I just lost it. As y'all can see by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about Etsy shops, y'all. I got some good tips for y'all when y'all first starting out. This is some stuff I learned and stuff like that. And I also want to shout out this one creator because I'm not going to act like I got all this stuff on my own. I want to shout out this one creator on here. I think her name is Tatiana Savage. I want to shout her out because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have known any of this stuff. I'm going to give y'all tips on how to start y'all digital Etsy shop. So without further ado, we're just going to get started. Let's just get right to it. All right, y'all. I just want to say this real quick first is this is mainly like for the believers. Like if you believe in God, but if you don't, that's fine. You can skip over if you want to. You don't have to listen to this part. I'm not forcing you to. But this is for my believers. Ask the Lord if he wants you to do this. I don't want anybody to just be starting things and then the whole time it's not really in his will and then you see it ain't really working. You use everything that's in this video and you haven't been seeing anything. I would say ask God about it first. Check in with him. See if this is inside of his will first. And then once you get your answer, if it's yes, then you can go. But if it's no, just ask him, what are the things that you want me to do? What is inside of your will? So, yeah, y'all. But without further ado, let's get started. So, the first tip I want to give y'all to start y'all digital product business is to pick a niche, y'all. Pick a niche. What do y'all want to be in? Because it's really crucial to find what you want to specifically do and not just do a whole bunch of things. The digital product world is very vast, for real. It's very wide. You could do a lot of stuff in this business. You can make teacher worksheets. You can make lease agreements. You can make salon lease agreements. You can make job resume templates, cover letter templates. You can do so much in this. So I would say definitely pick a niche and stick with it. And pick a niche that is a problem-solving niche. It's a problem-solving product. You have to choose a product that is problem-solving. Is it going to solve somebody's problem? Do somebody need this? Is this going to be useful for somebody? You can't just make some stuff and then people don't really have a use for it or don't even see the use of your product. And that's really just for starting a business overall, is to literally create a product that is useful for people, that people are going to utilize, they're going to need, that is going to solve their problem. That's all people is really looking for. For my example, I make business card templates, flyer templates, and website templates, and now thank you card templates. I make business card templates specifically for service providers like hairstylists, nail techs, lash techs, all of them. And I make also flyers for them as well so they can promote their specials, whatever specials they have going on. That's the products that I make. because I noticed that there's going to be a lot of people that is going to want to be hairstylists, going to want to be nail techs and lash techs and other service type providers. So I'm like, let me just create a business card template, because anybody that's first starting out with being a hairstylist, they're going to need a business card, and they're not going to really know how to graphic design a business card that looks very nice and professional and clean, but still readable. They don't know how to do that. So guess what? This is where I come in, to where I will do that for you. It's a whole template to where I will make a business card template to where it looks very clean, very crisp, very professional, or very cute, and very simple, easy to read, to where the hairstylist, they can buy the template, and then all they got to do is just, once they get the link, all they have to do is go on Canva and just edit it, put their name, put their picture and their information on there. And after that, they just print it out and they got their business cards. And you see how easy that was? You see how I made it more easier for up and coming hairstylists to have a nice business card without having to get somebody to do it or something like that. They just bought a template, and all they had to do was edit it and put their name on it, their pictures, their face, their information, and print it out, and they're done. So that's what I mean by that. It has to be one of these three. You're solving a problem, it's convenient, or it's a tool that people can use for something else that they're doing. You got your product right there. So pick a niche, y'all, that is in one of those three categories. The next tip is study your competitors. We talking about the top sellers. Once you done picked out your niche, now go and study your competitors. This is so crucial to do. When you study your competitors, you're going to learn a lot of what you have to do, on what you need to do to get like them. If you see that their business is flourishing in this niche that you just picked, you study them. That's what I did. I studied other shops that were doing similar digital products to what I was trying to do. I looked them up and I found the best shops that were doing real good with sales. So what I did was I went on my notes and I studied them down. You look up and down their shop. Look at how their banners look. Look at how their logos look. Look at how their listings look. Look at all of the slides of their listings. Look at the information that they got on there. Look at how they word search. You look at that stuff and you look at their reviews too. The biggest thing is to look at their reviews, because I'm going to tell you this. You look at their reviews just so you can know what your customer is looking for. You study them. You see what the reviews is saying. If they got good reviews, look at the good reviews and read them. You don't have to read all of them. You can just read 5 or 6 reviews and you see what do they have in common. What is it that they keep saying consistently that the seller is doing that made them get that 4 or 5 star review? I'm telling you, look at the reviews. The reviews help you understand the customer of the niche that you're trying to do. For example, you could read a 5-star review and it says, very easy instructions, great customer service, beautiful product, professional, clean. The whole review basically told you you need to have good customer service. You need to have clear instructions. Your product's got to be professional and clean. That's what you get from it. You move to the next shop. You do the same thing to the next shop. You study at least 3 to 4 shops and you look at their reviews and you do that. It's like a rinse and repeat. And you take notes on that. You take notes on what you need to do. After that, you will have all the things that you need to do to be a good digital Etsy seller right there. I want to tell y'all too, you study your competitors that are not that good too. You study them too. And I know you might be like, why? No, this is why. If you study your other competitors that are not as good, that ain't really getting that many sales, it's going to tell you what not to do with your shop. Because that's what I did too. This is from Tatiana Savage. I'm just going to be real. I ain't going to lie. Shout out to her because she taught me. That's why I said I will put her channel in the description so you can watch it. She has more videos on this type of stuff, and she more explanatory with all this stuff. You study your not so good competitors, because you studying them just tells you what not to do with your shop. Their listings, they don't really look pleasing to the eye. They don't look like attracting to make me click on it. They don't barely got any information, or if any at all. The reviews, they ain't got no reviews, or if they do got reviews and ain't that good. I covered literally all three of those points in one go because they were really the same. All right, so now let's go to the next point, where make sure your product stands out. You have to make sure it stands out from everybody else. You have other sellers that are selling the same things that you're selling, so your stuff got to stand out. How do we do this? By first, the presentation of your product. Do your product look like something that somebody would buy? If it doesn't, go back to the drawing board, fix it up, and do what you gotta do. If it does, that's great. Now the next step. What type of value is your product bringing? That is crucial. You gotta find out, what type of value is my product bringing besides other people's? You can ask that yourself. At least write down 3 things of what type of value your product is bringing. And if you don't have 3, then you got to add value to it. Go and add value to it. My value, the type of value that my product is bringing, is that it's professional. It has a professional aesthetic to where it's pleasing to the eye. It will bring in more customers. It will help people's businesses grow. That'll be the values of your product. What type of value is your product bringing? And also, what is something that not everybody else is doing? You look and see what everybody else is doing, and you figure out, what can I add to this that nobody else is doing? It can even be you putting a promo code at the end of your freaking listing so they could just attach it to the item that they're buying, just so you could drive in more sales. Like that, it could be something like that. You could throw in a free business card template. If you get this flyer, you get a free business card template. If you get this logo, you get a free flyer template. Find out what people are not normally doing, and you do it. If you're selling teacher worksheets, you can be like, if you get this teacher worksheet template, then I will throw in some teacher stickers, you see, to get printed out. It's something like that. What are you going to do that nobody else is doing, that people are going to automatically buy your stuff over everybody else's? Next is batch creating products. When you are about to first open up your shop, once you done picked your niche, you done did your research, and you done did all the things. Next is making your product. But what you got to do is, you got to make bulk products. You make batch products so you can consistently keep putting out listings. I have another point further down in the video that's going to explain this part. But you batch create your inventory before you even start your business, just so you can be consistent and you'll be in the game, just like that. I did that. But when I first started to put out listings, I made, I think, 6 products, or 7 products. I just made bulk products. I made inventory for myself to where I can be consistent and keep dropping. And that's what you got to do. So the next point is, examine your products. After you make your product, you examine it. You look at it and you just be like, would I buy this or would I not buy this? And be honest. Please be honest. Please don't lie to yourself and you made something that doesn't even look like nobody would buy, and just because you made it, you gonna be like, yeah, I will buy that. No, you wouldn't. You made something that probably looked half done, and you want to say that you would buy that? You gotta be honest with yourself. You have to. And I'm not trying to dog or anything, but it's like, bro, you gotta be honest with yourself. Please don't be lying to yourself, because it's you that made the product. Be honest. Would you really buy this product if you was just a customer and you seen your product on Etsy? Would you buy it? Would you even look at it? That's the biggest thing. Would you even look at it? Would you even be interested in it? That's the biggest question. If it's no, back to the drawing board. Get back in that lab. Do what you gotta do to make it look like something that somebody wants to buy. You have to ask these questions. Ask yourself, would I buy this? Why would I buy this? And how would this product bring me value? That's the 3 biggest questions that you should ask yourself once you're examining your product. If you can't answer all 3 of those questions, if you can't even answer the first question, go back in the lab, fix it up, tweak it up. Because if you do this, you will guarantee your sales. Because if you really want sales and you really want people to buy your stuff, you have to make it to where it looks like somebody wants to buy it. If you want to buy it and you're being honest, then that means that's a good sellable product. Boom. Now let's do the next product. You do that with every product that you make. This is how you get sales right here. Is by asking these questions. You can't put out half-done stuff and thinking people is going to buy it. They're not going to buy it. I did this mistake before. I tried to put out some products that didn't look good. It was half done. Don't look like nothing that nobody want to buy. And I put that listing out and nobody freaking bought it. And I'm mad because nobody bought it. But look though, it don't even look like nothing nobody will buy. So what am I mad for? I'm just saving y'all from wasting your energy on being mad for nothing. That's all. Because I've been there. I've been there, done that. And I don't want you to go through it. Now, the next point is coming up with pricings. Now, with coming up with pricings, the biggest thing that'll help you to figure out how you want to price your products is looking at your competitors' prices. That's another thing that I forgot to add with your studying your competitors. You also look at their pricings as well. You look at their pricings and you see how much they charge, and that will give you a guideline on what you should charge. And don't lowball yourself either. Don't do that. Because I'm telling you, you might think that's a good idea. No, it's not. Don't lowball yourself. Do not set your product as $1. Don't freaking do that. Because you're thinking like, oh, if I just make it lower, then I might get more sales because people want to get a deal. This is digital products we talking about on Etsy. You can't even charge that much. You can't even really charge above $10 for stuff. Some you can, some you can't. But do not do that. Once they see that low price, it brings down your product value. They feel like it's not that good because they're like, why is this so low? That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to look at and question. Why is this so low? This must not even be worth anything. Let me get the person's product that costs $5 instead of your product that costs $1. Because I feel like this product has a better value because it's priced at $5 and I'm going to buy that. And right there, you just sold yourself short. Don't do that. And plus, you just don't want to do that anyway. You don't want to sell yourself short like that. And don't make it crazy high either. Don't be trying to do a business card template and you charging that boy $20. Don't do that. Please. Nobody is going to buy that either because they're going to be like, why is this so high when I could just buy one that's freaking $4 that look better than this or look at just as good as this? Don't be trying to get over on people. Don't price your product at $30 and it's just a logo template. No. You could do that if you're doing customs. Now, if you're doing customs, that's different. You can charge that. But Etsy, no, you cannot do that, especially if it's digital products because it's not a physical product. And people in their minds think that digital products are not worth a high price to pay. They feel like they should pay lower. So just by that alone, you will not get sales. Make it reasonable to where it's not too low, to where you lowballing yourself, and it's not too high to where nobody wants to even think about buying your stuff. So that's how you do that with it. After this point, it's going to be one last point and then we're done, y'all. So the next point is post your listings consistently. And I'm going to tell you why to consistently post your listings. Why? Because Etsy has an algorithm. Just like how social media sites have an algorithm, YouTube has an algorithm, TikTok, Instagram. Etsy has an algorithm too, but it's just for products. And if you keep posting a lot on your shop, that just tells the Etsy algorithm that you are a serious shop owner, and they will push your listings to the front page. I'm putting y'all on game. I got this from Tatiana Savage. Majority of these I got from Tatiana Savage. I'm putting y'all on game. You can post 2 to 3 listings a week, or you could do once a week if you don't have the time to do that many days, or you can even post a listing every day. I'm just saying, the more times you keep posting, the better. I chose 3 times a week to post out a listing because that's like consistent, putting your stuff out there, and Etsy sees that you're serious. Because I'm telling you, do not be inconsistent when you post your listings. You're not going to get sales. I'm telling you right now, because if you post once a month, Etsy is going to be like, oh, you're playing. You don't care you're playing. I'm not going to put your products on the front page because you're playing. You got to treat this like a freaking job. Don't treat this as a hobby. You treat this as a job. You treat this as an actual business that you really want to grow. You do not play around with this. You be consistent. You keep posting listings, because if you keep posting listings, then the algorithm is going to push your stuff to the front page. And if your products look aesthetically pleasing, you're going to get sales. I'm putting y'all on game. That's what the freak y'all got to do. All right, y'all. And now the last point is be patient. You got to be patient. Everybody's pace of growth is different. This is not a race. This is a marathon. Do not get discouraged or feel some type of way because you see another person who has the same type of business as you, and they started yesterday and they just got 1,000 sales, while you've been doing this for 2 months and you still didn't get 1 sale yet. Be patient. Patience is key. You be patient and you be consistent. You just keep going. You keep doing it. You keep showing up. You keep posting the listings out, because you will get a sale. You will. Especially if your products look good and your products bring value and it's useful. It's something that people need. You're definitely going to get sales. You're going to get sales for sure. So be patient. Don't get discouraged, because I know it could be discouraging if you don't see any sales or you don't really see any traction on your shop, and it's just like, dang, I've been at this for 5 months and I still ain't get a sale yet. You keep going, you keep being patient, you keep showing up, and you keep doing what you've been doing, you will get a sale. Or you might even get sales early, quick. Just know that this is not going to be an overnight thing. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This takes time, this takes effort, and this takes hard work and consistency. So you have to be consistent. And I'm going to tell y'all this because this is something that helped me through not getting sales when I first opened up my shop. I always used to say out loud and to myself is, all I need is 1 sale and the rest will follow. All I need is 1 sale. That's it. And then the rest will follow. The sales will be coming in once I get that 1. You keep that mindset and you keep being consistent and you keep doing your products and bringing value and solving problems and making it convenient for people. You keep doing these things and you keep learning other tips too to help you with your business. Man, it's gonna grow. So yeah, y'all, that is it. But that's all, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful for y'all and everything. And I hope that this motivated y'all to start your own digital Etsy shop business. Because it's never too late. Don't listen to these people that say, oh, it's too late for you to start. No, it's not. It's never too late to start. People want your stuff too. If you got a talent, you use that talent. Use it. If you're good at graphic designing, if you're good at that stuff, you do it. All right? So, I can't wait. I want to hear y'all starting y'all Etsy shops. You know what I'm saying? Come back to this video and comment your journey. Comment you starting your Etsy shop, or if you did start an Etsy shop. I want to know that stuff. That's cool. I want to know that. So, yeah, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys like me and want to see more of me, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more videos of me, baby. Because we lit over here, baby. Turn me up, for real. Hit that post notification bell to be notified whenever I drop another video, another banger. And follow my other socials to stay connected with me. And yeah, y'all, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.